This is the real concrete jungle.
Where I'm from, yeah. I'm from a concrete jungle in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
The concrete jungle.
Welcome to the Concrete Jungle Podcast, in-depth artist interviews, where we'll be diving a little deeper with some of your favorite artists from all around the world and introduce you to some dope people you never knew you needed to know. Shout out to the Concrete Jungle Clothing, sponsoring all your dope local and international island hip-hop artists. Tap in with us on Instagram and TikTok at the Concrete Jungle 4. If y'all new to the channel, yo, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and check out the latest episodes available now. So check it out, y'all. Tonight, we got a special guest up at the Concrete Jungle, yo, a fresh off the block artist all the way from the Bay, Oakland, California, yo, repping that A-City, Anaheim, California, 714 stand up. Yo, you know what it is. We got a talented young USO killing the DJ scene through the California strip club industry. He's the current champion for the Battle of the DJs, Gentlemen's Club throughout California, yo. USO is killing it, yo. So it was only right we brought it to the Concrete Jungle, yo. Please welcome to the Concrete, yo, my USO, my Us. DJ Too Easy up in the building.
Concrete Jungle.
Also, man, Devotion, man, appreciate you having me. Hey, man, first and foremost, shout out to the Concrete Jungle. It's definitely a pleasure to be here on this platform, man. I got nothing but love and respect for what y'all doing for the culture. And yeah, man, let's get into it, man.
Hey, and getting into it is what we will do, my Uso. Yo, so you know what I mean? Catch yourself, my Us, you know what I'm saying? I know you're from up north, you know what I mean? Give us a little bit of, you know, of an introduction, my Uso, you know what I mean? So take us back to the beginning, yo. You from the Bay Area. You Samoan descent?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Samoan descent. My parents are from American Samoa. They migrated to the Americas in the 80s. And they had me in 94, man. Oakland, California is where I was born and raised. That's where I got my little jump. That's where I got it all started at in the Bay.
That's what's yo, let's talk about Oakland real quick, yo. Growing up in the Bay Area, you know, back in the 90s, Us, take us back there. What was it like growing up in the Bay back in the 90s, Us? Like, we in 2022 right now. Take us back.
Growing up in Oakland, man, Oakland in itself is just, it's a tough place, man, but it's real cultural. You know, it's a lot of good, real loving people come out of Oakland, California, man. And you know, Oakland has always had a bad reputation for what they, you know, for what everybody sees on the television. But once you make it into that inner city, man, you really see what it's about. You kind of see a whole different look on what the city really is and what the city is really about. You know, Oakland, California, man, it's definitely a unique place to be, a unique place to come from, for sure.
That's real. And you know, the wrong turn on the wrong street.
Yeah, Oakland for sure. Yeah, man, you're gonna get caught on the wrong side, man, for sure.
I remember, you know, visiting the Bay Area, you know, with some family, and you know, just kind of sightseeing throughout the Bay, and we cruised through Oakland, and we was on this one street where like it was lit up on both sides, like everybody was just outside. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm used to seeing that on a SoCal level, but like up north, y'all like on a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know,
sure.
like we are Cali folk, but you know, it's definitely a different vibe. So, you know, so fast forward into you growing up in the Bay, you're like, what's the connection that brings you to this whole DJ music world?
Man, honestly, I was just trying to figure it out. I was, you know, I was putting my foot in a little bit of everything, really, from the street hustling to trying to do music, and it led me to DJing. I got my break in DJing back in 2016 at a club in Anaheim called Sahara's, and they gave me my shot.
Shout out to Sahara's.
Shout out to Sahara Theater, man. They gave me my shot, and I just would ask them, you know, like, give me more DJ shifts, because in my head, I knew I was the best DJ that club had. And, you know, they told me something I didn't like, and, you know, me being who I am, I take a lot of things personal. And I took that really personal, and I gambled on myself. And I made a move, and it played out, man. It played out in my favor.
That's what's up. So like, share it with us. You know what I mean? What was that little thing that motivated you to, you know what I'm saying, fuel you to where you are right now?
I just think, you know, just growing up, you know, especially me coming from Oakland, you know, a lot of people don't really have a lot of hope coming out of the city that I come from. And a lot of people don't have the proper guidance, or they don't have the right support system around them. And you know, I just felt like I ran into a couple of people out here in LA that really see my vision and really see my journey from where I came from to where I'm at now. And I think because of them is really why I'm still doing this, man. for sure.
Man, that's what's up. So, like you said, you started out, hustling and doing your thing with the music thing. So, was
Yeah.
it always DJing from the beginning? Like, was you rapping back then, producing? Like,
Man,
what
I
was
was
you
trying
getting
to
your
be
hands into?
I was trying to be a rapper once upon a time, I was trying to be a rapper.
Okay.
Ended up figuring out it wasn't my thing.
I was about to
Ended up
say,
figuring
you
out
know
it
what I mean?
wasn't
On the
my thing,
concrete,
so-
yo, you can spit some bars for us, Oos.
Nah, man, we'll save that for somebody else.
That's what's up. So then what about the whole DJing? Like, well, what gravitated you? What would you start with on? What set? You on some vinyl turntables? You on Serato? Like, what was your start of DJing?
Honestly, man, I started off of Spotify. That was the platform that they had on our home computer, was just Spotify. And to be honest, I didn't even want to DJ to begin with. I wasn't really into it. I feared the microphone, if that makes sense.
Why
My
is that?
biggest fear, I don't know, man. I guess, talking in the mic and then hearing yourself on a speaker, you kind of want to tell yourself you don't want to sound that way, so you kind of psych yourself out. And I just think the repetition, man, just me getting in the booth and just keep on doing it. Eventually, I got used to it. I would say one thing and look to the next person like, "Hey, how did I sound? Did I sound good?" And then they would tell me, "Yeah, you sound great." And then that just builds confidence in myself. And yeah, now, man, I have no problem talking to any microphone now. But still, man,
Repetition definitely helps when you're in that line of
For
work.
for sure.
So so let's okay, so you started out with the whole Spotify, and so like let's move on to like you got your crack at the the industry and the sex industry at one, at that.
Yeah.
So like you starting out at the Gentlemen's Club Sahara's. Yo, what's it like? Ooh, so take us through a world right there where like you just got this love for music, you're doing your DJ thing, and then boom, you're DJing for some butt naked strippers on stage right now. You know what I mean? Take us there.
Yeah, man. Sahara Theater was a different club, man. That was a club that gave me my time and gave me a chance in this industry. I was there for 8 years. Shout out to Sahara Theater, man. Yeah, this industry is definitely different from what our people are used to. I was definitely shocked by it when I first got into the industry. Like, damn, man, there's fucking women everywhere, man. Pussy everywhere, titties everywhere. God damn, man, I don't know what to do with myself. So now, me being in this shit 10 years later, man, it's just another day at the office, man, really.
That's real shit. They do say in the sex industry, you just pretty much become numb to the whole environment. You know, so shout out to all the USOs holding it down, in the clubs and doing their thing, And so with you starting out in the sex industry, I mean with the strip clubs, with that, explain to us this battle of the DJing that's going down. So you represent each club. How does this go down?
So I work for the Library Gentlemen's Club in Anaheim, off the 91. Those off the 91.
So you're in Anaheim right here.
I'm in Anaheim, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, basically this DJ battle, it was put together by California Girls, which is also a club in Anaheim. And I just think this was a special event because a lot of clubs in this industry do things for the entertainers, of course, right? Dancer of the Year, Entertainer of the Year, things of that nature. And this was the first time they actually did something for the DJs. And I thought that was pretty special. And they called me one day saying, "Hey, we've been hearing about you. We hear you're a really good DJ. We want you to join our competition." At first I said no. I didn't want to do it. I wanted nothing to do with it. And then maybe a couple of days later, a lot of homies started sending me the link like, "Hey, this has you all over it. This has your name all over it." And then I did it really to just shut these motherfuckers up. Like, all right, look, man, I'm in the shit. Leave me alone. Y'all pull up on me when it's time and we gonna get it cracking. I didn't really started taking it serious until like 48 hours to the event is when I really started looking at it like, man, this is really what I want to do. I've been talking about it. This is my time. It's right in front of me. What you gonna do? And yeah, man, I pulled up to that spot, man, the 23rd of June, and I took over.
That's dope. So what does this consist of? You DJing live while the strippers are stripping? DJing to them, like, and there's a panel of judges?
Yeah, so basically there was 3 judges there. I don't remember all of their names. I just remember one. He's a dude named DJ Day One. Day One, he was a DJ. He was judging it. Basically, it was my club, 9 other clubs, so 10 clubs total. Each club had a DJ representing, and we each had 20-minute sets, and however many girls you could put up within the 20 minutes. And then you're basically judged off of your creativity, your song selections, your MCing, your crowd interaction, your crowd energy, stage rotations. That's what they judge us off of.
Are you working like pre-hand with the strippers to like line up the music, and y'all got like this whole production going?
Nah, man. We just went in. I just went in with the best playlist that I could put together, and then I gambled on that playlist, man. And whatever girls they gave me was what I worked with. Yeah, whatever girls they gave me, that's what I worked with, bro.
Man, hey, you ever had like the DJ for like maybe, you know, a day shift girl, and you was like, ah, damn, we ain't making no money tonight.
Yeah, for sure. We just started day shifts over here, man. And that's exactly how it is right now, man. I ain't making no coupe right here on day shift.
Yo, man, that's what's up. So, man, like real shit. You ever run into like any poly strippers, Samoan, Tongan strippers? You know,
yeah,
chicks out there getting it in?
It's crazy. So at Sahara Theater, it was a fully nude club. And I would get a lot of Samoan Tongan girls trying to come audition, and I would turn them away instantly. Like, nah, man, we're not hiring nobody here. Damn. And then when I came to the library, which is a topless club, there was one girl who was half Samoan, half Tongan, and she was dancing here. And it was crazy to me, man, because it was like, you know, our people, we hold our women to like a high standard. You know, I would never let any of my sisters or any of my nieces step foot in this kind of industry, man. And to see her in it, you know, you kind of just got to see it for what it is, man. Like, man, she out here making her money, man. You can't knock her for that. You feel me? No matter who she is, no matter what race she is, man, you got to respect the grind. And she was a pretty cool girl, man. Pretty cool dancer, man. Shout out to Kiki, man, for sure.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Make sure you check Kiki out.
Shout out to Kiki, man.
Hey, you know, and I do respect that too, because, you know, you meet a lot of interesting people while you out there. You outside,
yeah,
you doing your thing. And so, you know, in that aspect, when you maybe encounter these, you know, like some of our women out there nowadays, are you more open to the fact to allow them to audition nowadays?
Yeah, I'm more open to it now because I kind of see the bigger picture, man. It's not just, you know, girls trying to be out here just to, you know, sell their bodies or, you know, put themselves out there on a platform for sex or nothing like that. It's more just girls out here just trying to get money, man, trying to, whatever she got going on, whether it's her family or if she need, you know, to take care of her household, man. You out here getting it however, by any means, man. I applaud you for sure.
Man, that's a trip, man. That is a trip. So, you know, craziest thing you've ever seen a stripper do on stage?
The craziest thing I ever seen a stripper do on stage. I seen two girls eating each other out on stage. I think that one right there, and I think there was a little bit of toy play in there too. Oh, and I seen a girl pull out a butt plug at Sahara's and put it in the customer's mouth and put it back in her butt. That shit was grimy, that shit was so grimy, dog.
Damn.
I would never, bro, never, ever.
She must have been a featured dancer or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. So do you ever, you know, mix business with pleasure, you know, take some of the work home with you?
Man, I used to, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I used to, man, for sure. And then I started realizing it kind of messes with your money. So now the way I look at it and the way I tell like the new bucks coming in, the new dudes coming in who barely getting their feet wet, like, look, if you want to fuck with one of these women, man, you got to fuck with the women that don't tip you. You know what I'm saying? Don't go fucking the girl that gives you $100, $200 tip because now you ain't finna get shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, you gotta see where your money at, man, and be smart about it. But it is hard, man, when you first get in this industry because there's nothing but women around.
Yep.
And some dudes come in this industry and never had women in their life. You know, so when you around this kind of thing, you kind of get turned out to it. You start acting out in a certain way, and it can go either way for you, man. You can either be the biggest dude here, or you could be the biggest bitch here, man. It's all up to you, man. For sure.
That's facts right there. That is pure facts right there. And I think that's like good, you know, a good, you know, standpoint of where you're kind of dropping that, you know, that gem right there. So like, what would you say like is your first, you know, I would say piece of knowledge for all these new incoming strippers that's, you know what I mean, getting hip to the game?
Man, if you coming into this game and you trying to get your feet wet, man, you got to learn learn from girls with experience, man, and take in what they have to offer you, man, because a lot of girls come in here misguided, and then they land in the wrong hands, and then they put on the wrong game, you know. And I've seen a lot of girls come into this industry, you know, one person, you know, hella cool, and then within a couple of weeks, man, it's like you don't know that person no more. It's because she got put into the wrong hands and somebody putting her on the wrong game. But you know, what I like to do is I like to send a new girl to one of my favorite girls and be like, hey, look, baby, this girl right here, she gonna put you on a little something. She gonna teach you the ropes. She gonna show you how to get down is, how you gonna supposed to do about it, how you supposed to go about your business. And if the girl wants to take it for what it is, she can take it, man. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Really, just know who you messing with in this kind of industry, man. Because this industry ain't for anybody. You got to be built for this, man, for sure.
That's real shit, you know. And I have seen a lot. Whew, yeah, seen a lot of, you know what I mean, people. Let's just put them at people. You know what I mean, lose sight while they enter this type of industry and this work. And for me myself, you know, I really do, you know, just respect the hustle, and I get it. You know, I get why people do what they need to do. You know, like I was saying, like as you're explaining, people just trying to eat. You know what I'm saying? So like, how could you hate on that? You know. So you know, in that aspect, you know what I'm saying, Oos, and how you know cultivated this, you know, whole art and, you know, the club, and you kind of, you know, you're really in a particular industry. You know, where do you see yourself growing from this point as a DJ?
Man, hopefully within the next 5 years, man, I'm somewhere on these Coachella stages, man.
Yeah.
You know, before the industry, I was at the observatory in Orange County, so I had a lot of experience and a lot of exposure to a lot of tour managers and a lot of music artists from around the world. So I used that platform at the observatory to network, which is kind of how I ended up in this industry. But that's where I see myself someday, man, rocking out Coachella stages, man, day and night festivals, Rolling Loud festivals, man. That's where I see myself in the next 5 years.
Hey man, Oos, I see it. Toast to you, Uso. We here for the journey, my Oos.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Hey, so like, how did, you know, you as a DJ going from the observatory, DJing, you know, up in the clubs that, you know, pretty much active on a regular basis, especially over here in Orange County, you know, how did the pandemic affect that whole thing?
So when the pandemic hit, I was at Sahara still. And Sahara's, we was open during the pandemic.
Oh,
but it was no days off with us, man. We was getting all the love. Every club in Orange County was closed. Sahara's was rocking it 24/7, 7 nights a week, 24. Like, we was rocking it, man.
That was nobody like fuck with y'all, like shut y'all down to give y'all kind of notice.
They would pop in a couple of times, and I think at one point we did shut down for like 3 months, and then the manager was like, "Man, fuck this, man. This is my baby right here. We finna open this bitch." And he brought over food, and that's where we kind of went into the restaurant side of it. On some, you feel me? Just some street shit. Like, brought the taco man over here, basically, doing out tacos to people, man, just so we could open up.
Man, that's dope, man. You know, speaking of Coachella stages, Oos, and rocking on, you know, bigger platforms, are you working with any artists, any groups out there? You know,
man, so when I was at the observatory, I had got in contact with a tour manager named Andrew, who happens to manage the Suicide Boys. Dope. And I worked the Suicide Boys' first ever headlining show at the observatory. And I was in charge of their stage and their concert room, and I just made sure that they was comfortable. I had no experience dealing with the tour manager or dealing with the artist. I just went with the flow and just how I felt and just what I felt like they should hear from me. And then after that show, I got in contact with them. We swapped information, and then they took me on a couple concert dates, man, and it was cool.
Man, that's what's up, Oos. You know, as we are, you know what I mean, catching up and seeing where you're at, we can definitely see the future right in front of you, Oos. You know, what can we look forward to with you? You know, is there anything that we can catch you at? Are you pretty much residential over there at the club? Like, how can we find you?
Yeah, so I'm here at the Library Gentlemen's Club. I'm here Thursday, Friday days, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday nights, right here at the Library in Anaheim. I actually starting at the Holiday Strip Club tomorrow, so y'all can catch me on day shift, man. Saturdays, the Holiday, Santa Fe Springs.
Nice.
Oh man.
So like we got the strippers at the Santa Fe Springs.
Yeah, man, the strippers everywhere, bro. For sure.
I'm saying you traveling with them. You got the mobile DJ stripping thing going on. That's
yeah, for sure, man, for sure.
Man, Ooze, you know, I really commend you, Ooze, for, you know, for stepping through and telling your side of the story, because, you know, this is a taboo subject within our culture and amongst our people. And I think the more we normalize just what we go through on a normal basis, you know, it'll help us kind of grow each other. You know, because sometimes, you know, we have that kind of feeling where like, nah, we're just kind of, we'll kind of hide in dark and kind of work in the industry, but like we won't allow to be with each other in the industry. But it's like, you know, like shout out to Boss Lady Wit. You know, she does OnlyFans. You know,
hey man, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, man? You know what's crazy? I went to junior high school with her. So I did a year of junior high school in Southern California before I went back to the Bay. Hey man, shout out to Boss Lady Wit, man, for sure.
See, look at this concrete jungle. We connecting everybody back to the root, yo, full circle with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, Boss Lady Wit, man. Yeah, man, me and Boss Lady Wit, man, we be tapped in, man. We be tapped in on IG. We be tapped in on Twitter, man. That's my girl right there. Shout out to Boss Lady one more time.
Shout out to the boss right there. And, you know, like I'm just saying, as I'm tapping in with y'all's industry, I just want to say, yo, it's love and it's respect, because like you said, it takes a certain kind of person to be in there, you know, and just like, you know, chopping it up with sis also, you know what I mean? Just be on top of your shit, like she's saying, you know, be creative and just do you know what I'm saying? And I think the more you just kind of focus on that, like the more, you know what I mean, you see the platforms building, you know, amongst you. You know, and I could see it, Oos. When you saying Coachella, Oos, I picture the whole shit. And I picture cutthroat mode at Coachella. Hey, you DJing, Oos. The Bay is in the building. Oos, you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, bro, for real.
Oos, that's what's up. We speak it into the universe, Oos. Yes, it's going to happen. Yes, and I'm going to introduce y'all to the set. Coachella. You know what I'm saying, Oos? Let's call it what it is, Oos.
Yes, sir.
You know, Oos, you know, as we're rounding out to the last of our hour, I just want to say I thank you, Oos. I thank you for tapping in with us, Oos. What would you like to say, you know, any words of wisdom for anybody out there, you know, just kind of going through and your experience in life? You know, you've been through some, you know what I mean, some of the toughest, you know, backgrounds with this industry. And I just want to say in the sex industry, because something that we really don't tap onto, but our people, like, we beautiful, we creative, we sexual. You know what I'm saying, motherfuckers? You know, we in the industry, you know, shout out to that. So any words of wisdom as we part, my USO?
Man, just before I go, man, I haven't really talked about this, man, but I've been, you know, been wanting to talk about it for a while, but I've been through a lot in this industry, man. I've been shot at 3 times in this industry. I've been stabbed in this industry. I had times of doubt where if I was even made for this industry, and I put in a 2-week notice at Sahara's one day, and then about 3 days left on that notice, my homie Frankie, man, shout out to Frankie, he came to my club and he was like, "Hey man, you're a really good DJ, man, and I think we need you at my club." And I was looking at dude and I was like, "Man, this motherfucker right here tripping." Like, "No, I'm good, bro." And then one day I just walked up over here, man, and I got an audition and I got my shot, man. So I'm a firm believer in just believe in yourself, be your biggest fan, your worst critic, gamble on yourself, man. And no matter what people tell you that you can and cannot be, who are they to tell you that, man? Because at the end of the day, man, you the one that moves yourself. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, if somebody were to tell me right now that I can't do something, I'm gonna sit here and laugh at that motherfucker, man, because who the fuck are you to tell me what I could do type shit. But basically, man, that's basically just gamble on yourself, believe in yourself, believe in your vision, and keep people around you that believe in that same vision. Because if you have people that believe in the vision that you have and can see your vision in their eyes, you're winning, man. That's half of the battle, man. And the rest is just what you put into it. Don't stop, man. Keep committed, man. And just know, man, that your journey is the journey that you want, that you have a purpose, man. And I'm here to put that out to the world, man. I'm here, man. DJ Too Easy, man.
Oh man, Ooze. That's dope, Ooze. I appreciate that, and you sharing that part, you know, Ooze. And I'm just saying, I'm glad that you are here with us, you know, and you're able to share that part of your life. And you survived that, you know, that obstacle in your life for a reason. And now that you're able to share that part of your story, Oos, it'll help more of us. Like I said, we need to grow each other here in the concrete jungle. Oos, Samoan, Tongan, Fijian, Hawaiian, you know what I'm saying? All of us out here, we different shades and we're beautiful. And we need to tell our stories, Oos. That's the purpose of the concrete, you know, my Uso. And like I said, it's a blessing that you overcame that. Obstacles like that, Oos, make you who you are. And I wanted to really tell you, you got a really strong aura about you, Oos. So keep doing your thing, Uso.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate your devotion.
Man, we appreciate you, Oos, and everyone in the concrete jungle. I told you, we bring you nothing but the hottest shit. Yo, that's right, y'all. It is your Uso devotion with the concrete jungle chilling with your fresh off the block artist of the week, DJ Too Easy. Tap in. Make sure you follow my Oos at The Real Uso Easy. Yo, your hip hop artist of the week. Keep it locked. This is concrete jungle.
This is the real
What's up, y'all?
concrete
DJ
jungle.
Too Easy, Orange County's #1 strip club DJ. Tapping in with the concrete jungle and my Uso devotion.
The concrete jungle.